Right, I have an amazing haul today, all from the OMAC Senior Center. Plus, we got some bonus here because I forgot about these from a couple thrift hauls back. But we got a lot to get through, so let's get started. So you got a quick pan of what I got at the most recent thrift haul at the OMAC Senior Center. Well, there was one big item that actually did not make it into the shot because I forgot it on the other side of the RV. So I'm just going to start going through things. I got stuff on both sides, and I actually have this video divided into 3 parts. The first part is going to be like holiday serveware and also just general kitchen type things. So let's get started. We're going to start over here with maybe my favorite find of the day, a vintage MCM ice bucket. Isn't that amazing? It was, are you ready? 50 cents. In case you don't believe me. And this, look at that. It's still got its plastic liner. It's in really great shape. On the outside, the only real issue is there's, see if you can see it, the dent. And the next thing now, I don't pick up glass sets a lot, and the reason why is, again, they're breakable and they're, you know, you got to work hard to ship them and make them good. But these, I just could not. Oh, these goblets. And they were, clearly someone had at one point tried to sell all 4 of them in a garage sale for $2. I got the whole set of 4 for $1. So I could not resist. They were too, just too good. Now the next thing I saw several weeks ago, and they were still there, and I remember saying in a video that I would have got them if there would have been a set of 4. And you know what? There was a set of 4. But these are these cute martini glasses with the little zigzag handle, and a set of 4. Let's see if I can pull them out and show you. They were actually 25 cents each. So again, another set of 4 for $1. And then I'll show you the one thing that did not make it into the, so hopefully I don't break anything. Did not make it into the video, and good night. It is an 18-piece set, came from Seattle. I'm going to hold up the box first because everything is in there. Now you can tell by this box that clearly this is probably from the 70s by the coloring and the font. Isn't that a cool font? But you guys, everything, like I said, from the scooper, which is taped to the punch bowl. This whole set was $3. Isn't that gorgeous? And I know that people don't necessarily do punches anymore. And I know people may think, oh gosh, you can find these all the time at thrift stores, and you probably can. But they're the little clips. And look at some of them, they haven't even been taken off of the thing. But they're the little clip. I'll just use one to show you how cool this is. And I remember I used to have a punch bowl. I remember that was one of the first things I thrifted when I moved out on my own because I thought they were so cool. But isn't that just gorgeous? And they hang around with that little hook. So I have a strong, strong love of fancy glass. I just do. I think it's gorgeous. I love how it glimmers when it's in candlelight or even just regular light. So, but isn't that cool? Look at that little baggie. You know that's old. But I just love this. And for $3, I could not leave it behind. And it is in perfect condition in the original box. So this next thing is just, again, a typical little sugar bowl. Now, trying to see if that's a new chip or if I absolutely missed it. This is the one thing that is difficult when you thrift. And it's true with Goodwill, it's true with the senior centers, is that sometimes things get chipped. or they break. This was 25 cents, so it, you know, it doesn't hurt my heart too much. It's just kind of sad because it was a sweet little dish, definitely vintage. I'm trying to see, I'm peeling the label to try and see porcelain something. Again, forgot my glasses again, dang it. But it's darling. So this will be something I will put away. I have quite a bit of just, again, pretty glass that I'm not going to list on eBay because it's just saturated with that kind of stuff. But I'm going to start saving things for my store because I know when I can stage things up, put flowers in them or other things can really make a beautiful setting that people would be more interested in buying than, you know, a chipped little tiny guy like this on eBay. So he will be going into storage for now. And I just found quite a few vintage things, so I was kind of excited. And this little bag, he was in a kind of a box, I'm trying to open him, with a bunch of other stuff. I'm not even sure what, there's some weird stuff in there that I definitely will take out. But look at these vintage hors d'oeuvre, plastic hors d'oeuvre forks. And there's quite a few in there. There's probably a couple dozen. This is not the bag it came with, or that they came in, obviously. But it's very, very MCM, very hors d'oeuvre, and I just thought those were absolutely adorable. Okay, and so speaking of vintage now, as soon as I saw this bag, and it was $1, I was like, oh, I know what that is, because my mom sold Tupperware for many years when I was growing up. But these are vintage Tupperware cookie cutters. Now, I will say that you got to definitely have them very flowered up because the things will stick. But man, when you pull it out, there's so much detail in these. And I do believe there's actually 2 flags in there. Double your pleasure. We got the pig. We got the rabbit. And of course, Santa. Santa's the one I saw first, and I was like, oh, that is vintage Tupperware. And because we had all of these. Gingerbread man. And again, there's another flag in here, but the jack-o'-lantern. Isn't that awesome? I was just so excited when I saw this because I thought that is a blast from the past. And speaking of a blast from the past, I've actually had a couple of these that I've sold, and these are cookie presses, but I've never seen one with the copper. You know, this would be beautiful just sitting out on your kitchen. But if you really did want to make the cookies, all the cookie things are in here. So again, I won't show them all, but there's Christmas tree, star, we got a camel, a bunch of stars, some swirlies, a sun, just all sorts of cute things that you can make pressed cookies with. And it is good to go as is. Again, 50 cents for this beautiful. I mean, it would just be beautiful just sitting out, isn't it? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then while we're on the baking, I love finding this. And again, this baggie was 50 cents as well. And it's just a bunch of metal cookie cutters. I don't know if they're old or not. Holly leaf. Pumpkin maybe, or apple, depending on what you want it to be. There's a snowflake. We'll just kind of look at a couple of more. Gingerbread man, I think, is in there. But these are fun to do a couple of things with. One is to hang ribbon on them and hang them on your tree. Especially cute if you have a kitchen where you have a little mini kitchen tree. Oh, the other thing you could do with them is put them in a cute little jar with a ribbon around them. They just look adorable, and they can just sit out on your counter, and when you want to make cookies, you got them right there. And then I came across a whole set of these. Now these are this is probably the most boring one because it's just a circle, but we have some very cute shapes. Flower, heart, another flower, and pig, and the teddy bear. Isn't that cute? And these could be for anything. You could make pancakes, eggs, you know, you would put in there and that would be the shape, crepes, anything like that that you would sit on your skillet. So I saw those, I'm like, oh yes, I must pick those up. And then there's this guy. Now he's a little worse for wear, but as you can see, very mid-century modern. Look at that diamond design. Isn't that gorgeous? And I do believe that it just needs a little cleaning up, wax and feed to clean it up, and it'll be good to go. And it's just a little napkin holder, or it could be also, you could put your mail in it when you come in. So love that. And then this thing has been there for weeks, and I look at it and I'm like, it's so cute. And I do believe it was only 50 cents, which, by the way, the last couple items have only been 50 cents. I can't remember if I have this exact one as the creamer or the sugar, or if I actually have the creamer that matches this. But either way, it's so cute. It's just lovely. And again, I just love fancy glass. I just do. And I just think it's so cute. You know, you put it on a bookshelf on a book and it's going to catch the light and be cute. Or you can actually use it as a salt pinch by your oven. So many uses. Decorative and actual uses. Practical. All right. Now, a few videos back, you may have seen me pick up, and I do believe they were these style, but again, they're at the storage unit, so I'll have to check and see that 2 of them had silver plated bases, and then the rest of them didn't. But some of them looked like they had glue, so that they had at some point. They may match this, they may not. But again, these were 25 cents each, and they're so cute. They'd be so cute on an hors d'oeuvre bar, you know, to put your guests to have put their hors d'oeuvres on. And there's 2, 4, 5 of them. And if those other ones match, there would be a total set, I do believe, of 8. So, or maybe even 9. So I had to pick those up. And let's see. This guy, I mean, he's not vintage. He's obviously modern. But again, $1 for this beautiful wine rack. Now, it's a little dirty, and it does have like some paint spatters. It looks like it was in my house, because I swear to you, every time I would work on a project, I'd get paint on my decor. But it can hold 5 bottles of wine. It's the shape of a boat, so how cute would that look in a cabin or a house on the lake? And I think I'll have to look and see. I may or may not do a paint wash on this. I kind of like the color, so I may just sell as is, but like I said, there's some weird, and it may just wash off. And if it does, then that's what I'll do. And then the last thing in this first set of more kitchen-y household things is actually the second part of something I had last week that I found. So if you remember, I found, and again, in a collection of salt and pepper shakers, were these little cuties. Well, oh, you can see it back here. This time, I found the matching mama. Now, you put your napkins here, and then these little guys sit on each side of Mama Duck. But I have no idea what went here. So if you have seen this before, clearly, like I said, this is from late 80s, early 90s with the blue bow. Comment down below, because I'm going to do some research, but I really am not sure. And you know, the funny thing is it could be there too, but I don't recognize it as part of this set. So that was fun finding her, and I'm going to put them together to sell them. Okay, let's do some more Christmas. I know, I can't help myself. There's just really good stuff. So I'm going to start over here. Now, again, this is not old. It's relatively modern, but it is adorable. It's got the 3 angels. They are candle holders. And they spell the word joy. Isn't that just adorable? They're very nice, heavy, good quality. They almost look like Lenox. They are not, but they almost look like it. They do not have that sticker on them, but aren't those so cute? And then I always love handmade things. And I'm sorry, this was, oopsie, I think it was $1 or even 75 cents. Oh, I can't remember. I think it was $1. And then there's these cute, now there's only 3, and they have, yeah, they're like little potpourri kind of in there. And you kind of scrunch them. They smell really good. They kind of have a woodsy smell, but aren't those just adorable? I wonder if these ones are the kind that you can like heat up in the microwave and then, ooh, don't think they'd be good as coasters, but they sure are cute. Wouldn't these be cute little hostess gifts that you could give your hostess? Just a sweet little, I keep smelling it because it smells so good. But it was 50 cents for all 3 of those. And then there is this crazy guy that somebody else was like, oh my goodness. I mean, it has this extra string, which I will take off. And he's a little discombobbled, but he's got this really cute star, and it's Santa swinging from a star. It almost looks like he's hanging on for dear life. He does need a little bit of love to kind of fix his face and everything. I had debated, honestly, of taking these 2 apart, but his hands are weird. So I don't know. I think that's just how he came, and I'm trying to see where the tag is. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I don't see it. I want to say this was probably $1 as well. And then look at this vintage little beauty. Isn't she adorable? She's got this cute little, you can stretch it out. Little beads on her. Oh gosh, I don't even know what this fabric is. And she's holding a little music book. And look at her hair. She is adorable. She's got little pipe cleaner arms. A little bit of a stain on one of her arms. We'll see if we can get that out. But otherwise, she is amazing. Okay, one more. So I picked this up and I guess I put it in my basket. I don't remember doing it. It's clearly old, and night before Christmas candle. It was only 25 cents. So, and when I opened it, I was like, oh, it's new, until I saw, oh no. But so I'm going to clean all that wax out, because honestly, this, you know, most people like to, very few people do the tea lights anymore, or you could, I suppose. It definitely needs some cleaning, but let me just show you. It's just, nothing was stirring, not even a mouse. He's sleeping in front of the fire, and how cute would that be with the flame coming out the back, or even again one that is flameless. It's just, or is not a real candle. So it was only 25 cents. I like that it is complete in the packaging. So very easy to ship with just, you know, a few more things added to make sure it got where it was going safely. Cute and vintage. The rest of these things are really part of a craft plan I have. We'll see how much I get done this year. But you know, the truth is, by this time next year, I will be in my brick and mortar store. I will still be doing crafts for Christmas and other things, but I just thought these were absolutely gorgeous. They were $2 each, but they don't have to have anything done with them. They go around a candle. If I did want to use them for something else, I could part it out. There was 2 of them, and let me just, yeah, so these were $2 each. I just love the coloring. I might do that as my theme one year, of just that gold kind of, oh gosh, I don't even know, coppery look. But those are super cute. And these were things that actually were from probably 3 or 4 thrift hauls back. And I set them out underneath the overhang to bring in separately over the fence. I just forgot about them until today. So this one clearly is got, both of these really have more of a fall look, And the truth is, if I do decide to do anything Christmassy and want to use these, look at this. There's like a chicken feather in that. You can always take these out, use them for other things. I mean, the craft ideas are pretty much endless. And this one doesn't have a price. And then there was this one, which I really like. I think this one I will take apart, because this is one of those that honestly you can hang up all year long, and it even looks good like with nothing on it. So this is really cute, and these little mini pumpkins might be fun for something else again next year when the season is right. And I'm gonna say, because I did get these at the Okanagan Senior Center, like I said, 3 or 4 trips back, I do believe these were $1 a piece. So love to get my crafts items, supplies at the thrift stores. Okay, so these guys were 25 cents each. This is obviously an older vintage one. Those are so fun and cute to do cute things with. So this was definitely a craft. And then this, 25 cents also, probably, I don't know, the dollar store, or who knows. That was another feather. Let's see, it does have so it's Greenbrier International. I do think that is probably a dollar store. But these will be cute. And one of the ideas I do have that I may or may not get to during Vlogmas is painting metal. So I also have, now this was also 25 cents. It's a frame, but it's missing its bits. Doesn't have usually it's like a plastic and then a backing. But I think this could be a really cute, and it's just very detailed. It's roses, but I think that could be cute painted. And then this was so cute. I thought, how perfect. This would be so cute with a bottle brush tree in it. Just ta-da. And let's see. And then I've seen people take, these are curtain rings, and they were 50 cents. There are 4 of them in there. And they're a nice wood. I've seen people like drill just a little tiny hook in there, hang a ribbon, but then they can put something on it. And then you can do it on both sides. So kind of decoupage something. So I may do something like that. This was only $1, and I didn't even open it to look in it. I was just drawn to this fabric. I don't know if it's vintage. It's weird. It's long, but oh my goodness, it's cowboys. It's horses. Look at that horse. That's like my horse I had growing up. Beautiful. So these could be really fun, I'm thinking, in frames as well. And I do have those. I have quite a few wooden frames that I want to paint up just white. Oh my goodness. White and distressed with, oh there's a little dog. So that's going to be fun. I don't even know. There's more of the horse, and then just little itsy bits of things that, you never know when you're going to need something. There's kind of some velour-y feeling gray. There's some really sweet, like a baby blanket flowers. So why not? Gosh, there's even some, ooh, very soft. That might be fun for edging of something. Again, love to pick up craft materials. And then, as I've been saying and promising, is in one of my first Vlogmas posts over on Curating Life, I am going to be making over and creating oversized, look how big that is. This is my head. This one is broken, so it will need a little bit of a glue and help, and we'll put a new top on it and everything. Now, I don't typically like trying to paint over glitter, so I probably will try to sand that down, but you'll have to watch that video to see what I do. And the same thing with this guy. I don't know how I ended up with him. I thought I put it back because, again, the glittery, but he's even got a few little rhinestones. But I may try, because I do want to paint some things with that jadeite color that I got. And so these will be good for that as well. Look at that. Nice big round one. Smooth. Again, these are all plastic. They've seen better days, so we're going to give them an even newer life. This guy, again, I'll try to sand down the sparkle, but that'll be gorgeous with the jadeite on it. And then another one of those. And then a couple of these. This one for sure, Seasons is vintage. I remember these as a kid. In fact, these got a little bit of fluff. So I'm not sure what I'll do with it. You know, sometimes I get things and I know there's a couple things in the bag I really want, but others I don't. I just put it on my own Christmas tree. So it's kind of like the island, you know, the misfit toys. This is my tree of the misfit ornament. So, and this whole bag, oh my gosh, was 25 cents. Okay, and the last craft. Now, somebody might go, oh, this is old and vintage and you should, you know, just clean it up. But I don't have, it is heavy. But what I'm going to do, look at this. The feet, the spindles, you already know. This guy's going to get disassembled and I'm going to try and use all the parts for something. I was trying to feel, it is wood. Oh, let's take a look. There's something on the bottom. Hopefully it's not like $1 million or something. Genuine something made in Japan. This may be worth something. I can't read most of it because it's worn out, but it's got like a black and white, like a stick drawing kind of thing of a pilgrim, it looks like to me. So it's something furniture production products El Seguano something made in Japan. So I mean, it's real wood. It's also real dirty, real loved. So we'll see. But I think this is going to be for future projects where I want to use some spindles. All right, so this last set of items is kind of a mishmash of different things. And certainly like this. It was only 25 cents. I need it for the business. So I'm glad I was able to find that there. And I'm just going to go through and kind of show you what things I got, kind of give you a little bit of reasons why. But this first thing was, I just thought this was, you know, really neat. They're a little scratched up. They could certainly use some cleaning, but cards and gifts and please sign our guest book. So these are really nice. These are by a company called His and Hers. And they're originally each $12.99. They're plexiglass on wood. Very cute. I figure I'll sell them together probably for about 12 bucks for the pair. And then speaking of weddings, now I don't know if this is still a thing. I kind of remember having one of these and I got married in the early 90s. So maybe, you know, maybe people don't do that anymore, but they'd certainly be good for folks in my age range who do that and like this kind of a thing. It is absolutely brand new. Now it has a little bit of scratching on the top here and the velvet needs a little cleaning, but otherwise it's in really great condition. So it would make a nice gift or even a gift for yourself if you want to memorialize your wedding with that. And then this next thing is a little weird. It is, and I paid $5 for it. I took a chance on it. Cool box. I thought, oh, the box is nice. Karina, a color for every mood. Now, do you know what this is? I should give you a minute to comment in. It's watch bands in like every color known to man, as well as watch faces. Now, I don't know if the watch isn't in here. So I don't know if this watch is still a thing anymore. Maybe, you know, it's too vintage, maybe, but there may be somebody who wants it. So I'm going to advertise. I'm going to look it up, see what it's worth. If it's not worth anything, it's going to become a craft for me. And I think I could do a lot of things with these that could be really fun. But it could also be a highly valuable, highly sought after item. You just never know. So I did take a chance on it for $5. And the truth is, again, if it ends up being a craft item, I'm going to actually make over this box too. I will maybe do some textured paint on there. I mean, it has the cutest little clasp. So we'll see. You gotta take a chance every once in a while. It's the most I spent, I think, on any item. All right, so there's this sweet little guy, and he's, you know, he's got a little tag. You can kind of see that looks like it's an older thing. I can't really read it, but I'm gonna do some research. And it is a boy. It's an odd picture. I'll show it to you as I describe it. It's a boy sitting amongst flowers with a hat that looks like it's full of chocolate, but it has doves swimming in it with flowers around it. This would be so cute in a bathroom if these are kind of your colors, or you like whimsical things like this for Q-tips or cotton balls, or even set your toothbrush in. I don't know. I am going to do some research and I'll let you know how much this is worth. But I thought it was cute. And I believe it was 50 cents. So can't beat that. Speaking of 50 cents, then there's this guy. He is gorgeous, heavy. It is pressed glass. It's not cut, but it definitely, I was trying to see if there was any kind of, signature or anything. I have not found it yet, but I just love the pattern on here. I hope I can do it justice showing it here, but it's so cute. And it's heavy, and it would be beautiful with a candle in it, or flowers. I mean, you could have some flowers kind of flopping off the side, would be so pretty. Or even just on its own up on a bookshelf. I mean, it carries its weight, and it is a good weighty piece. Then I have found these guys. Now I find these, of course, all the time in clear and sometimes milk glass. So I have some of both of those if you're at all interested. But this one, and I had to do some, do my eagle eye to make sure that these actually are green glass. They are vintage. They are not flash, which is a painted on. And they were 25 cents each. So I'm going to sell them as a set. And what I love is that you could put flowers in this one, and you could put a candle, or more flowers, but a candle would fit in this. So I love those tops that can hold either one. Now I did pick this guy up, and I'm still not sure if this is flashed or actual amber. It has some bubbles in it, and it makes me think it is amber glass that is fused. You can kind of see that to the bottom of a clear base. But regardless, again, it's another heavy piece. It's gorgeous. The coloring is perfect. It was $1, and I just think it would just be beautiful. Look at how it grabs the light, even in here. You could put a candle in there, flowers, again, gorgeous. Okay, and then my last item is this gorgeous. This is a Mikasa. It does need batteries. It was $1.50. It is, again, heavy crystal. Beautiful, beautiful design. I mean, if you didn't need a clock, although it looks kind of weird, I guess you could take the clock out and just have a sphere. Very interesting on its own. But this is the mechanism, and it just sits in there, so it's easy to put the new battery in. But I think that is just absolutely gorgeous. And that is it. So I would love, love, love to hear from you on what you liked best. And I would also love it if you haven't already, please subscribe, please like this, and if you want to, share it out. That would really help my channel a lot. This is part of my overall business, so I really appreciate it. And I thank you for watching. And as you're going about your day, keep looking up.